All right, everybody. Let's march on. Will Andrew Kopp be a Boston Bruin? Will we get an incredible coaching staff? Will we sign Zdeno Chara as a scout? Here's hoping. Here's hoping. Let's sim a couple of days, see how the beginning stage of the free agency play out. We bring in Francois Tallien, Serge Petit, Roach, who was a super good goalie coach. He went to New Jersey instead. We got Emiliano Alberts as the coach. Never mind, he was the goalie coach. Roach was the top dude in general. All right, we're bringing in everybody. Zdeno Chara back with the Boston Bruins organization. I would make him my head coach if it would let me. All right, Evans, Lindbaum, Wallander, all signed, which is great news. Gunler signed, Niederbach, Wilsby, Hirvonen, Blomqvist. Perfect. So I can send all of those dudes back to where they belong. Perfect. Let's see, in terms of signings, Curtis Lazar is off to Pittsburgh. You got Labushkin to the Islanders, Johan Larsson to Winnipeg, Justin Braun back with the Rangers. Ryan Strome to Philadelphia. They're going for their all-Strome line. Matt Benning to the Islanders, Kulak to Tampa, Nino Niederreiter to Buffalo, PK to Colorado. Caden Primo stays with Montreal. Schizoid! 38 months, Schizoid. 38. 38 beautiful months. Schizoid, thank you very much. Literally a 38-month streak as well. Again, you guys are ridiculous. I don't deserve your support, but I do deserve that. The dream has come true. Play the clip from Ray Bork's Cup celebration in 2001. The dream has come true. Andrew Kopp is a Boston Bruin, as he should have been this past March. Damn it. Oh, it just brings a tear to your eye. Andrew Kopp is a Boston Bruin. And I will probably play him at center because he does play center. We're just not allowed to have 3 positions for forwards. Zadorov. So the Islanders lose Chara and they bring in Zadorov. A-grade trolling from this game. Hard to believe it's been a year since you played Resident Evil Village. Ooh, fair point. I love that game, though. The game is really fun. Manson to the Islanders. Trocheck to Winnipeg. Mikheyev to Philly. Marc-Andre Fleury goes back to Chicago. Koskinen to St. Louis. You already have Jordan Binnington. Jack Campbell to Buffalo on a 5-year deal. Jack Campbell to Buffalo. Coyotes get Andre Burakovsky. Andre Palat to the Sharks. That'd be a really good signing for the Sharks. Alex Edler to Edmonton. Total Edmonton signing. Malkin to Vancouver. John Klingberg gets 6 years from Nashville. Brian Rust also gets 6 years from Nashville. Say hello to the new Suter Parise. Nazem Kadri to Pittsburgh. Beautiful. D'Angelo stays with Carolina. Laine stays with Columbus. Fantastic. So some interesting signings here so far. Again, we got our guy in the form of Andrew Kopp. Now it's just going to be sim forward a little bit and see what other big moves come down the pipeline. Nunivara to Buffalo, Rooney to Vegas, Cousins to Toronto, Halak to Columbus, Mott to Washington, Brendan Smith to Seattle, Spezza to Winnipeg, Morgan Frost to Ottawa, Perreault to Philly, Big Save Dave to the Islanders, Stetcher to Detroit, Nemesnikov stays with Dallas. Over there with the Kings, Mason March, Winnipeg's looking good. Killing him with Pittsburgh, Strawman to New Jersey, Lemieux to Vegas, Mark Stahl to Tampa, he's the new Luke Shen. Billy Husso goes to Nashville to replace Dave Riddick. Nick Paul to Carolina. Rafflecopter to Columbus. Jack Johnson to the Sharks. Nobody tells Sin. Evander Kane to Vancouver. I could see the frickin' hashtag now. Lowercase e, capital V-A-N, Durkane. Evander Kane to the Canucks. Colton Sevier to Edmonton. Noel Acciari to Ottawa. Aston Reese to the Kings. Blackwell to Ottawa. Mata to Washington. And we knew about Zadorov. So the Canucks have signed Malkin and Evander Kane. And I have no idea how they have the money to do that. I have no idea how they have the money to do that. Ruda to Chicago. Eric Stahl to the Islanders. Brett Howden, Tyler Pitlick to Arizona. Jack Dugan to Edmonton. Blickfeld to Detroit. Will Butcher's now a Hab. Milano stays in Anaheim. Will Landon to Tampa. Bozak back to Toronto. Clegg to Chicago. Justin Schultz to Toronto. Freddie Gauthier to the Sens. Thomas Greiss to Winnipeg. Tyler Ennis stays with the Sens. Andy Green to Vegas. Cogliano's a Ranger. Victor Rask on the move. Ryan Murray. Frank Vetrano to Buffalo. Max Domi to Seattle. Didn't even see Max Domi as a free agent. You get Brassard. Gabriel Bork. DeHaan gets 4 years from Detroit. Helm to St. Louis. Kubalik to Anaheim. Stastny to Chicago. Claude Giroux, 1-year deal with the LA Kings. Sheelington gets 3 years from the Devils. McDonald to Montreal. A lot of moves. Martin Jones is a Ranger. Josh Mahora is a Flyer. He likes orange. Yarncroke to Arizona. Wow. There have been a lot of signings here. A lot of signings. Let's see. All right, we've hit the early stages of August, so any signings from here we'll just leave as is. There were some trades, by the way. Ottawa. Wow. So Ottawa acquires Scott Mayfield. Vegas picks up Jake Muzzin. So Toronto gets Zach Dean for Jake Muzzin. Nighthawk, how are you? They also traded Mark Giordano for Saron Noel and Aiden McDonald. So Toronto moving on from Jake Muzzin and Mark Giordano. Phil Kessel's now on Tampa. Braden Holtby to Detroit. Joe Thornton to Seattle. Mete to the Leafs. Russell to Dallas. Athanasiou to Anaheim. You got Letty, Sakara on the move. Guessing the AI is too smart for cap whales. Maybe not smart enough is the correct terminology, but phrase it how you will. Josh Levo's a King. Chris Tierney to the Kings. So Gio re-signed and got traded. Yes. All right, looks like the major signings have calmed down. We'll go sim the next season. We'll obviously have some moves to make here in terms of moving those prospects back to the teams that they belong on. Really quickly, though, we got to sort out our coaching staff. All right, we got a couple of A-minuses that we can choose between. Because I don't... Yeah, we got to get rid of that. We got to get rid of that dude. I got to wait to trade back the prospects, otherwise you get in trouble. It's either going to be DeRocher, Knight, Terrien, or Hackett. Offense goes to DeRocher and Hackett. Defense is all square. Power play to DeRocher. He doesn't have very good teaching, though. Let's go for DeRocher. Despite the lack of teaching, we'll give it a shot. Let's call up Zigomanis. Let's go with Hackett as the assistant. Alright, so we need an AHL goalie coach. And then that is all square. I'll literally just try to bring back the guy I just fired. We'll give him a raise at least. I'm going to be nice, you know. He was furloughed. That's a word people aren't tired of hearing at this stage in our lives. And for the scouts, obviously a massive pain in the ass to have to set this up. Hopefully they make it faster. Like, it should take 2 seconds to change this instead of, I don't know, break out the stopwatch. 5 to 10 seconds to properly change that stuff over for each and every one. Regardless, it sucks and I hate it. All right, you get to be a U.S. Central Scout. We're going to aim to have 1 scout in every region. mean, they probably still won't be able to accept it because it's $9.50. Okay, they took it. So, we pick up Johnny Brodzinski as an AHLer. We send Limbaum back to the Ron Jazz. William Wallander has to go back to Detroit. Again, no reason for them to not sign him whatsoever. Zero. Also, Moritz Seider's an 89 heading into Season 2. So, let's send Wallander back to Detroit. Again, we stop the AI as much as we can from doing very, very dumb things because they're programmed to be very, very dumb. Willsby. I'm going to send you back to Nashville, sir. Day 3 without 2K. Send tonight. Tonight for sure, buddy. All right, let's see. 2024 7th rounder is what we'll swap. Willsby goes back to Nashville. Again, the good thing is there's no harm to me for them being like, oh, we're making out like gangbusters on this trade. Like, there's no harm to, like, GM reputation or anything like that we got to worry about. Dimma. Also good to see. So, Fred, we are just about to start a Season 2. We did have to fully restart, but I'm invested enough in this idea that I decided to be okay with it. And if this save file disappears, I'm deleting this game off of my hard drive for the rest of the year. Riker Evans, have fun being back in Seattle. See, the fact I'm even having to do this shows how screwed this game is, but again, we do what we have to do to have fun. I rated you and no notification popped up. Oof. Well, thank you for the raid, Dim. I appreciate you. How did the stream go? All right, let's see. There's nobody else that we have to move off of the defensive side. Eddie, stay safe, buddy. That's unfortunate, to say the least. No, Gunler. You get to go to Carolina. Found out today. By the way, obviously for the YouTube side of things, the music is off, but found out today that Ghost is going to be in Bangor, Maine this September, and I'm fucking pumped. It's going to be my second time seeing them in concert if I get to it. For any other big fans of metal, Mastodon is the supporting act for that, so I'm fucking jazzed. But it's on a Tuesday! Who schedules a concert for a Tuesday? The fuck? Floor tickets. Maybe. I was literally like, last time I went when they were in Portland in 2019, pre-pandemic, weren't those days fun? It was one person in front of me at the guardrail and then me. Holy shit, my ears though. So I don't know. Maybe not floor seats this time. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I still want to go. I still want to go for sure. All right. We don't have to get rid of anybody else there for right wings, left wings. Nobody. Did they sponsor an Xfinity Series car for NASCAR? What? Was that a thing that happened? All right. Ronnie Hirvonen, you need to go back to Toronto. Clergy going up on a Tuesday. 2024 7th rounder to send Hirvonen back to Toronto. Again, you notice how every single one of these teams had space for this? Every single one did. Oh, okay, I do remember seeing the ghost car now that you link it. It's cool as shit, too. It's cool as shit. All right. Let's see. To round this out, I think Niederbach is our last one. He is. And he needs to go to Detroit. Favorite part of this game is free agency is signing all the goalies and sending them to teams to decide have an AHL back. Yeah, Mamba, you know, I've considered doing that as well. I've considered doing that as well as making sure that teams have proper backup goalies. All right, now Detroit can't take Niederbach. Yeah, Smith, I figured they would be. Cradle Filth isn't completely my jam, but to hear like, oh yeah, they put on a good live show. Yeah, I'd expect so. Let's take Cole Sherwood or Kiefer. Kiefer. He's listed as a fourth liner. I don't really care. We send Theodore Niederbach back. And we're good. So with that, we send everybody back to where they should be. Really quickly, I need to make sure I send Sherwood down. I mean, it said he had to clear waivers. Obviously, I'm not really afraid of losing him. 11, 12. And we'll call up Foligno and Noshik. I would be over the cap by a little bit. So Zaboral, I don't need that extra depth defenseman. We'll call up Foligno and Noshik. There we go. So thankfully Zaboral clears waivers. I'd be pretty upset if I lost him. So in the AHL, I'm going to need to sign some insurance, I'd imagine. Yeah, some defense. So forward-wise, we got Mantakivi. So I need a depth forward there, and I need about 3 defensemen. So let's see who's out there. Again, we have no money at all, so it has to be a two-way deal. Pierre Engvall's looking for a two-way deal. Carson Kuhlman, Louis Eriksson. Trey Fix-Wolanski. 23 years old, 76 overall, depth forward. Literally, I can only offer him league min. But we'll see if Fix-Wolanski will sign. And then defensively, are there any players with good potential? Like Brennan Manel's 25. He's not going to get that much better. You got Chris. Leon Galwanke is out there. Could be our new Dennis Seidenberg, fellow German. Thimo Nichols out there. I'd probably prefer to trade him back to Anaheim. We didn't get around to checking these medium top sixes. And of course, there's a frustrating amount of them that never should have been dropped by their team. God, the AI is so dumb. Alright, we'll sign Timo. If I can. I might not even have the cap space to do it. We'll also try to sign Krutil. Alright, we'll leave it at that for the moment. Again, all of this is just me trying to battle the AI's horrific decision-making. That's all it is. But forward-wise at the NHL level... Alright, the scratches are who we'd prefer. So it's going to have to be... Frederick Steen Stud. Steen is technically a third liner, as is Frederick. Again, we will allow an exception for the moments. Because otherwise it would mean moving people that I don't want to move because it would be too easy to move them. So it's going to be Marchand, Bergeron, Pasternak, Hall, Kopp, DeBrusk, which is what it should have been in the playoffs. Hall, Coyle, Smith, Frederick, Steen, Stud. Obviously the bottom six a little bit different. Why don't coaches, owners have a team identity feature? They used to, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure they used to. Then they said, fuck it. Alright, it'll be Lindholm, McAvoy, Grzelcyk, Carlo, Riley, Clifton, Allmark, and Swayman, of course. Sweet. Yeah, let's actually have Swayman set up as our primary starter. And we'll just go best lines in the AHL for the moment. So I think I'm still going to try to get the AI their better prospects back. Auto-rotate is off, which is good. Having an identity is bullshit. I mean, that's how it works in the NBA, isn't it? There's a sports game where it's like benefit. Oh, I guess scheme fit for Madden. You know, there are just so many better ways to handle. Like the bottom line is, as Connor Clifton gets hurt, in this game currently, there is no such thing as like the AI being focused in their team building. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. The game just, like, the AI do what they want, and there's no direction or logic to it whatsoever. As we are suffering some injuries. Good lord. I need to call up 2 defensemen here. If I'm even going to have the cap space to call up said defenseman. I am not. Guess we're running forwards on defense for a little bit then. We'll just leave this ridiculous roster as it is until these guys are healthy. Also, Oscar Steen has 8 points in 4 games. And Top Gun, thank you very, very much for subscribing. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you are well, Ozzy. I did play franchise last night, and it broke. So we have restarted. Isn't that fun? Brad Marchand has a concussion as well. My team is falling apart. My team is falling apart. Holy God. Just keep going best lines until we're fully healthy. We keep losing games. I can't imagine why. We just keep losing games here. I cannot imagine why we keep losing. Alright, well, we at least have natural defenders now. It's Marchand and Grizzlick.
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Don't stay. Don't stay. Don't stay. I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
teams to stop starting NHL goalies in the NHL. Yeah, do this. That's the way to do it. Literally just put in all the extra work you can to stop the AI from being dumb. That's all you can do. You literally got to put in the work to stop the AI from being dumb. It's ridiculous, but that's the situation we're in with this game. Alright, so we're good. Looks like we're good. You know, we can actually check real quick if there are any teams starting AHL goalies. Alright, Anaheim's good. Arizona. Always Arizona. Always. Well, I will try. I guess I could technically send them Grosnick. But Grosnick isn't even an NHL caliber goaltender. I mean, Wedgwood's available for literally dirt. You know? Here, let's see if I can sign Sam Montembeault. I mean, I'm going to get in trouble for immediately flipping him, but... which I shouldn't, because that's a feature you should be able to turn off. But I will eventually try to send Sam Montembeault to Arizona. Buffalo has Devin Levi as their backup. At least he's a minor league starter compared to David Tendek. Carolina's looking fine. Can make the argument for Columbus. Drew Comesso is the backup in Chicago. Honestly, though, like Buffalo and Chicago should not be rocking those goalies. They really shouldn't be. Oh, man. The things you have to do to make the game fun. Let's see if we can sign Korpisalo. Let's see if we can sign Dustin Tokarski. Yeah, Columbus, I did check to see if Merzlikins was hurt, and he is. Taylor Hall gets hurt. Korpisalo signs. Eric Hall is back. Tokarski signs. Montembeault rejects, as I have a full roster. So I will get in trouble. I mean, look at this. Look at this. The AI is worse than it's ever been in terms of managing a roster. It's insane. The AI is worse than it's ever been in terms of managing a roster. We'll send Dustin Tokarski to Arizona. Like I said, I'll probably get in trouble. I will get in trouble for flipping him. They don't even want him. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so that's why it's fucked up. It's viewing Dustin Tokarski as having negative value then. What about Korpisalo? This game sucks, man. This game sucks. You have morale off. You won't get in trouble outside of a text. All right, cool. Then I guess we'll just work on fixing it. Again, I never play with morale off, so I didn't know that. Fuck, what can I even do then? What can I even do? Will you also take Sherwood? Now you'd have too many skaters. Well, at least you want Sherwood on the team. What if I take Michael Carcone back in return?
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt, never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm, I can feel the sweat inside
My own roster while essentially building up the AI rosters. It's pretty impressive.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. As you fade away.
Good, good, good. What even is this second season now? Ustimenko couldn't sign. Bjorklund signs, as does Markkanen. Literally all season long, I am going to sit here and try to send these prospects back to where they belong. All season long, damn it. Markkanen, you're going back to the LA Kings. You're going back. At least I hope you are. I might have to, I might have to take back a contract. Nope, he just goes. Why didn't you sign him then? Garen Bjorklund to the Washington Capitals. Let's get you back to where you belong. Again, they have room for you. So why didn't they do it? Can I get my 6th round pick back at the expense of Washington? No. No, I can't. I just don't think I'm, worth the pain for Minnesota. Yeah, it probably was. I mean, now that they didn't make it out of the first round, I think I disagree. All right, there we go. We move on from Bjorklund to send him back to where he belongs. Goodness gracious. We're going to do it, though. It's going to make it better. These rosters will be appropriate. I might as well just make Season 2 a write-off at this point.